As the world watched a violent mob attack the U.S. Capitol, images of what appeared to be a double standard emerged. We met up with one man who recalled his very different experience this past summer. Navy veteran Keyshawn McDonald considers himself a patriot, and for the last 5 years, he's called the nation's capital his home.
I can't breathe.
So when millions rallied against racial injustice nationwide after the death of George Floyd, the 40-year-old went to Lafayette Park on June 1st to protest in front of the White House. As they chanted with no clear signs of violence, local and federal authorities moved in. 30 minutes before a 7 p.m. curfew took effect, McDonald says what happened next was pure chaos.
They were pushing, they were shoving you, and I was hit with shrapnel as flash grenades hit the ground. They didn't show any restraint, any de-escalation or anything.
Hey, what if it was your kids out here? What would you do?
Shortly after, President Trump posed for a photo op with a Bible in hand at St. John's Church. The extreme show of force prompted a House hearing where McDonald testified.
I was scared, confused, and angry.
The same month, members of the National Guard lined the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to monitor protests against police brutality. A sharp contrast to the scene and response the nation witnessed days ago.
We want our country back.
Trump supporters invading the Capitol, an unprecedented challenge to our democracy. National Guard presence was limited there. That's because the Department of Defense says they wanted to avoid the appearance of military interference in a political process as Congress tallied President-elect Joe Biden's Electoral College votes.
They work for us. They don't get to steal it from us.
Things that aren't America seem to sure happen a lot in America.
Chenjerai Kumanyika is a professor at Rutgers University. His research aims to put current issues of race, culture, and power into historical context.
There are several moments in American history where large numbers of white people have not wanted to accept the results of an election that seem to cause them to lose power. You know, one period in particular is the period after Reconstruction. When I saw people carrying the Confederate flag, what I saw was an effort on their part to link this protest to the tradition of the Confederacy.
Do you worry that things are going to get worse than what we saw on Wednesday before they get better?
I do think that things are going to get more challenging before they get better. The resentment is still there, the misinformation is still there, and the potential for violence is very real and still there. So those are things we're going to have to grapple with.
And Keyshawn McDonald agrees.
I think it's going to be a lot of hurtful questions we got to ask ourselves, and I think a lot of people got to look themselves in the mirror and say, why is this issue still going on?